So you're dreaming of moving abroad, right? I mean, who doesn't? It's the ultimate adventure. New places, new food, amazing experiences. It's this incredible chance to dive headfirst into a new culture, maybe chase a huge career move, and just see what the world has to offer.
And yeah, it is an unbelievably popular dream. One estimate puts the number of Americans living overseas at around 9 million. I mean, think about that. That is a massive number of people scattered all across the globe, which just shows you how powerful that pull really is. But here's the thing. There's a side to this whole adventure that doesn't really make it into the Instagram posts. You pack your bags, you get on the plane, but what happens when your body is the one thing that just can't seem to make the trip? Okay, so let's get right into it. We're talking about your body's reality check, because while your mind is soaking up all these incredible new sights and sounds, your body is quietly fighting this battle you might not even realize is happening at first. And this is the first thing you have got to understand. It is completely 100% normal to get sick after you move. You might feel like you've suddenly gone soft or become weak, but you haven't. Your body is just on absolute overdrive, trying to adjust to 1,000 new things at once. New germs, new food, a whole new climate. It's under an immense amount of stress. In fact, this is so common that it actually has a name: expat syndrome. It's basically this catch-all term for a collection of physical and mental issues, things like being exhausted all the time, feeling anxious, not sleeping, digestive problems, all of it caused by the stress of relocation. So no, it's not just in your head, and you are definitely not alone.
And just think about how dramatically your environment can change. Seriously, you move from a mild climate to extreme heat, and your body literally starts thinning your blood to try and cool down. Or what if you move somewhere with way fewer daylight hours? Well, you could be at risk for seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. And altitude? Man, even a modest move up to about 1,500 meters can leave you feeling totally breathless because there's just less oxygen. These are major shocks to your system.
And then you've got the whole invisible world of germs. When you move to a new country, it's like your immune system, which was a superhero back home, is suddenly a complete newbie. It has no idea how to fight off local diseases like malaria or dengue fever in some parts of the world, or even just different strains of the common cold that it's never seen before. You can even have some pretty wild reactions to simple insect bites just because your body has zero tolerance built up.
Which brings us to something we all take for granted: safe food and water. In a new country, you just can't assume that the tap water is okay to drink or that the food prep standards are what you're used to. Drinking contaminated water or eating something that's been poorly prepared, well, that's a fast track to some nasty gastrointestinal bugs that can really sideline you.
And look, this is just to show that hidden dangers can be anywhere, even where you least expect them. A recent U.S. geological survey found that nearly half, 45% of all tap water in the U.S. contains these forever chemicals known as PFAS. Now, the point here isn't to say one country is safe and another's unsafe. The point is that every single environment has its own unique set of hazards you need to be aware of and learn to navigate. All right, so we've talked about the purely physical stuff, but honestly, that's only half the story. The real kicker is when all of that mental and emotional stress starts showing up physically. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Every little thing you used to do automatically now takes twice as much energy and attention. I mean, think about it. Just a simple trip to the grocery store, or trying to ask for directions, things you wouldn't even think about back home, suddenly become these massive energy-draining tasks. And that feeling is constant. And it just all adds up, you know? You're dealing with losing your social circle, wrestling with a language barrier, trying to navigate cultural differences without making a fool of yourself. It's this constant low-level confusion that leads straight to homesickness, isolation, and total burnout. All of that puts your body on high alert 24/7. And that stress, it doesn't just stay neatly packed away in your brain. No way. It spills over into your body. It shows up as that feeling of being bone tired all the time, not being able to sleep through the night. And, this is the big one, a much weaker immune system. It's the reason why when you're feeling overwhelmed and lonely, you suddenly catch every single bug that's going around. Your mind and body are absolutely connected. So, that's the tough stuff. But let's not leave you there. What can you actually do about it? This is where we pivot from the problem to the solution. Let's talk about your expat health toolkit.
Okay, here are 4 super simple, actionable steps. Number 1, do your homework before you go. understand the local health risks, everything from the climate to common illnesses. 2, and this is so important, you have to listen to your body. Give yourself permission to just rest. Don't feel guilty for not being a tourist 24/7. 3, build your support system from day one. And finally, number 4, let's just normalize seeking help, okay? Finding a doctor or a therapist isn't failing. It's being smart about your well-being. And please, remember this. Self-care in this situation is not some fluffy luxury. It is a straight-up survival strategy. When you're feeling completely overwhelmed, go back to the basics. Eat plain, simple foods that your stomach recognizes. Drink clean, bottled water. And create small, grounding routines, like having your coffee at the same little cafe every morning. These little things become your anchors in the storm.
So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this right here. Getting sick after a big move is not a sign of weakness. Your body and your mind are doing an absolutely incredible amount of work to adapt. It's a sign that you are growing, that you're learning, and that you were brave enough to take a massive leap outside your comfort zone. And that is something to be really, really proud of. So the real question is, how can we get better at preparing ourselves and each other for this hidden side of the adventure?